Okay, I'm going to show you how to make our block for the road to Oklahoma. You're going to need one 4.5 inch, which is this one for the center. We need 4 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles, which are part of the block. We have 2 pieces. One is a dark blue, one is a white, and those are 6 1/4. These will be to make our half square triangles, and I'm going to show you how to make 8 half square triangles out of these 2 pieces of fabric. We also have a piece here that's 5 5/8, that's the background. And out of this and 4 of these pieces that are trimmed to 3 3/8, we will make 4 flying geese, and that will make our block. We also have a strip of the white, and we need to cut 8 2.5 inch squares. So first of all, let's do the half square triangles. So we're going to take the background piece, the white piece, and I'm going to mark a line corner to corner here. And here. We're going to lay these together, right sides together. And we're going to sew 1/4 inch on each side of the marked lines. When you have those stitched on each side, you take your ruler and watch now, because I'm going to line this up where my line goes right straight through the center where my stitches and where my lines here have crossed. And we're going to cut that this way. We're going to lay the ruler the other directions on that center and make the second cut. Then we're going to lay our ruler on the drawn lines and cut both ways. Okay, there we have made our half square triangles, and we have 8 of them out of those 2 pieces of fabric. You're going to need to trim these to 2.5 inch squares. And I have a little 2.5 inch ruler that I use. It makes it real handy. Okay, so there we've made 8 half square triangles. Next, we're going to do the flying geese. And we want to make sure that these squares are at 3 3/8 inch. So you will need to measure and trim accordingly. Okay, then we need to mark a line on the backs of these. Like so. Then we take our 5 5/8 and we're going to lay these on here like this. Line up your line that you have drawn, and we're going to sew 1/4 of an inch on each side. Take your ruler, lay it on your cut line, and cut through. And then we need to take this to the iron and press these up. Okay, we have 2 pieces that look like this. Line these back up like so. We're going to cut these again on the line. We need to press these out. these need to be trimmed to where they will be 2.5 inches wide by 4.5 inches. And on my ruler, you can see the little white lines here. I'm going to line up this point with this point on my block. And trim. I'm going to turn it and make sure that it's 2.5. And coming back, I'm going to line up my 2.25 because 2.25 is half of 4.5. Line that up on the point of the goose and trim this side, and then I can measure and make sure I'm at 4.5. I will trim this side. Okay. There we have our goose, 2.5 by 4.5, and we've made 4 of them. So to line these all up, to make our block, we're going to lay out our center, which is 4.5. Then we're going to put our geese on each side like that, and here. Okay, your red rectangle will go here at the bottom of each one of the geese. We have our half square triangles and our 8 2.5 inch pieces. So these are going to go here and here. Okay. Sew these together, and then sew these 4 together, and then you can piece them across this way and here, and this will be your final block. Okay?